knowledge, the pillars of the game, but a six emerged, adding to the flame. Comics and hip-hop, a fusion so tight. Visual storytelling, lyrics that ignite. From the pages to the beats, a seamless blend. The sixth element, where two worlds transcend.
Welcome to the Sixth Element Show, where comics and hip-hop flow. Reno and Stu guiding the way, bringing you the culture every day. Welcome to the Sixth Element Show, where comics and hip-hop flow. Reno and Stu.
Hey, what up, what up, what up? Sixth Element in the building. Reno and Stu bringing you the culture every day. Y'all know what it is. We talking collectibles and comics and movies and all that good stuff. And tonight we're chopping up the Hasbro Pulse fan stream of the Marvel Legends releases because damn. Yeah, they came with it this time, bro.
Yes, they did.
They came with it.
I cannot say they did. I'm actually highly and thoroughly impressed.
Oh yeah, I had to pre-order all of them joints today because yes, they went up for pre-order today. So I hope you got them. If not, they're mostly still available. I don't think much of them sold out. They're not. It's not that type of party. Most of these type of things don't really sell out like that. But and another thing is that we got a release of a couple of the new wave of the mini comic line, which has become controversial. AF. Lot of people dissing that. They're not into it. They're like, we don't need these mini comics. Like, it's just, more shit I gotta throw away. But I submit that there's a good use for these comics. So we're gonna talk about it. What can I do with these mini comics? Like, what's so good about them? Like, it's just more trash. No. If you like displaying your stuff, I'm gonna give you the break. You're gonna be like, oh, that's dope. That's dope. So watch what we do. Secondly, we got the Secret Wars wave, which began with Iceman. We're gonna talk about it. They didn't give us much on the Secret Wars wave yet, but I have some clues as to who is gonna be on it, and it's very fucking exciting for me. Those of us who still need these certain characters. If you're one of these that complain about re-releasing characters that have already been made, do keep in mind that anything re-released now is an updated version.
Yes.
Never before made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they pointed it out with Silver Surfer. They were saying how he's pinless. The whole figure is pinless. They said that it's just a new way to make it. It's pin, and it looks absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. And they painted it silver this time. They chromed him out.
He's way more chromy.
Yes.
I'm still gonna chrome him out probably, but he ain't gonna be chroming up for me. I need mine.
Does yours look like? Does yours look like that, or does is yours have that articulation?
The older one. It's got pins. It's got nice butterfly joints. It's kind of it's well made and everything, but as far as like. Let me get the focus up. Focus on
you. Yeah, the other one looks better. Yeah, the other one looks a lot better.
It's like the same head, really. But yeah, the new one definitely has new joints and everything like this. But you see, this one's like really chrome. And then his feet, you can see where I'd stopped painting the chrome. That's the difference. There's a good example of the difference of chrome and silver paint. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, it just looks silver to me. Well, that's the difference.
No, it's shinier. The chrome is shinier.
Yeah. Big difference. Look at the foot and the ankle.
Yeah, it is a big difference.
But so yeah, if you already got Silver Surfer, which a lot of people do, a lot of people don't. At least not a decent one, not an upgraded one, unless you bought the Galactus HasLab to get the Silver Surfer and stuff like, and then there's this one, like, obviously, and Silver Surfer is one of those characters that they do a lot. And, there's always a bunch of versions, but they're pretty much the same. I mean, what can you do? It's just a human man figure, bald, no features, silver, like, and then a rectangle, a big stick. So this new one, it's got some merits though. It's got some features. It's different. It's upgraded. So like I was saying, if you're worried about you know, I already have this one, or they already made this, or this is decreasing the value of my figures, I submit to you this. Again, it's an updated version, so it's upgraded. So if you already have it, there you go. You have a better one. But
true.
for those that don't have one, that don't have the old one with the pins, the ones that were made in the early 2000s or even the 90s, some people got Toy Biz, like those will actually have value now, because now, you know, people have the new one, but they don't have the old one. If you want to have some vintage points and like some old classic stuff, but honestly, man, it's like I've said before, these Marvel Legends and these toys, they're modern toys. Like, it's not a vintage toy. I'm not worried about keeping it in the box. I'm not worried about it retaining value. I'm not buying these to sell like one day. You know, if I was doing that, I'd be buying O-ring G.I. Joe stuff or like 80s toys and shit like that, you know. But I don't know. And maybe I'm wrong. But for me, these modern toys, the retail value, I mean, when you're talking a G.I. Joe that cost you $2.50 in the 80s, that's now worth $500, that's a collectible. That's appreciation with value. But when you pay $30 for a figure and you can sell it for 60, woo, that's not like you know what I mean? But nah, like that's not, you're not getting rich off that.
No, you're not. You're not. And you also messing up the market because
Right.
you know you're in it to make a buck, and everybody else is in it to collect. So if the figure went for 60, let's just say I bought it, and 10 years from now and I don't get 60 for it, it has no value. It just
Yeah, I
has no
mean,
value.
these newer figures, they're I mean, they're modern toys. They're not like it's not all about the value game with these. So I'm not mad when they reissue figures that have already been issued, you know, 15 years ago or whatever, 10 years, 20 years ago, some of these. But nah, I mean, the upgrades I think are substantial. The pinless joints, honestly, I don't even want to see a figure with pins anymore. Like, I'm completely spoiled. I am spoiled. When they put out these Gamerverse, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Marvel joints, and some of them still have pins, I'm like, ugh, like, nah, it don't feel right, because I already know that pin joint is an old piece, because they don't make those anymore. They make them pinless now. So anytime you see pins in a new figure, that's definite reuse of something that's already been out. Anything that's new with no pins, it's not reuse.
Yeah, it's like when we had GI Joes when they came out with the swivel arm. That was a game changer. That changed the whole game, because then you
Yeah.
could pose them like before. You know, you put a gun in their hand, they're like this. Now you
Right.
can go. Now you got them like this,
All kinds
and
of, yeah.
yeah. And the crazy part was we had just collected when Wave One came out. They were all straight, and then
Mhm.
right in the middle of Wave Two, almost in the middle of Wave Two, Swivel Arm Battle Grip came out. We were
Mm.
blown away. So
Yeah.
now, and then they reissued the first was I think 11 or 14,
Mm.
all with swivel arm, and we were like, damn, we gotta get them. So we went and got them. It's like,
Yeah.
we went
Yeah.
and got them. I mean, like you said, I mean, it was $2.50 a O-ring, but man, listen, you had to have them. You was like, listen, I need that swivel arm battle grip now.
Exactly. You had to have it. I mean, that's that
Yeah.
upgrade. It's the new joint, and these new pinless joints I can't, you gotta
Same
have it.
thing with the pinless joints. Yeah,
I can't
gotta
rock.
have them. They're
Yeah.
beautiful, bro. They look better. They're more articulate. It looks more natural on the figure when you pose it. It's just like the swivel arm battle grip. It changed the game. The pinless joints changed the game, just like the swivel arm battle grip changed the game.
Mhm. Mhm. And this is something new too. So these are the figures with the mini comics. Right? Marvel Legend dropped these. This is Wave 2. The Wave 1 I thought was amazing. Finally got an Adam Warlock that looks like the comics. Like, I was super hyped about that. It was just a lot of cool figures on that lineup. This is Wave 2, and the figures, nobody's really complaining. Some people are even hype about some of them, especially that Beast, because he kind of the Beast is special because the Beast completes a team. It completes the
X-Force.
No, it's
No.
God damn it. Shit. Well, somebody gonna help me in the chat. I'll think of it in a minute. But anyway, Beast is part of that team. Astonishing X-Men. So Astonishing X-Men, he's the last character that they didn't have. Feral, she's the last character for the X-Force that they hadn't made yet. So it's a couple you know, team fillers and team makers. You got oh, that's a nice shot there. But
That Daredevil was hard. That
with
Daredevil
Daredevil,
was hard.
yeah, yeah,
That's
Daredevil's
before he
dope.
got his. That's what he looked like before he got his suit. Even in the comics, that's one thing the show
Well,
definitely
this,
didn't get wrong.
well,
The Black
this,
Widow is even hard. That Black
yeah,
Widow is dope, man. With the
it is.
stingers, yeah.
They've given us a Black Widow with the gray before. She came in a 2-pack or something like that. But this again, man, again, guys, stop. This is an upgraded version. It's a new body mold. Look at those pinless joints. Look at the big Black Widow on the back. I don't, if I'm not mistaken, that's not on the other one. I don't have it because I'm not like a big Black Widow fan. I have one Black Widow that's like, I have the one. This is when I very first started collecting and I didn't realize that I hate MCU figures and I hate figures that are made of like actors and stuff. But I had bought the Scarlett Johansson Black Widow. I have that one sitting like in a pile somewhere. I don't even display it no more. I hate MCU figures. And then I have the Black Widow that's like the OG like comic one to go in like the Avengers lineup. So I may even skip this. I may even pass on this, but it is really nice. And it is new, and it is not a remake. Like this head sculpt is brilliant. Speaking of head sculpt, guys, another thing about Marvel Legends, you can say what you want. They have the best head sculpts in the business. In the business. And I'm talking Mafex, I'm talking the Japanese figures. The best face portraits in figure making are on Marvel Legends.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
it's, you know, those are the guys who made the characters. So hey, let them have it. But the head sculpts, you know, and again, yes, they are now $27.99. They went up $3. Not a deal breaker for me. I heard a lot of people saying like they quit, they're not gonna collect Marvel Legends anymore. But then like this wave came out and they made like 4 exceptions. It's like you can't fucking quit Marvel Legends, especially now, because now they've upped their game. Now they, in my opinion, bro, and I know this is going to sound crazy to a lot of people, but they rival Mafex. Hear me out. In visual, not quality, not plastic. Mafex has them on the plastic and the joints and the you know, the quality there. But I mean, how they look every bit as good as Mafex, and in my opinion, and some of the characters look better. Mafex, like I'm not, some of the Mafex figures I don't even like. I'm like, ugh. But overall, obviously, Mafex is $150 figure, so $100 to $150 or plus figure, so it better be better quality. But when on the shelf, if I have a Legend next to a Mafex and I think that looks just as good, and I paid $30 for this and $130 for this, that pisses me off that I bought that Mafex. And so, yeah, man, I'm fucking with Marvel Legends, bro. You cannot quit Marvel Legends right now. I'm sorry. Black Widow, she got the cool wrist rockets. She's holding the comic. Here's the thing with the mini comics. A lot of people hating on them because it's like they feel it's an extra thing in the bag that's a gimmick, a thing in the package they don't want to deal with. Hang on, before I want to chop up this Daredevil. The comic, here's what you do. Here's why they're dope. It's not like a sword or a gun. Obviously, it's an accessory, yeah, but it's for displaying shit. So you would have the character holding the comic. This is what I do on the show. Like the dude, like he's holding the comic, and the comic that he's holding, you put it behind them. You get the actual comic and you stand it up behind the figure. You got the comic, the figure, and the figure holding the mini comic. That's how you make it a dope display. That's why, you know what I mean? Because obviously it's like some people don't feel it fits. Like, how can they be holding a comic and it takes them out of the reality, whatever immersion? I don't know. They're trying to do like scenes or something like that. But obviously it's for display, man. You display the actual comic with the character holding the mini comic, and it's super cool. That's what you do. But yes, this Daredevil's crazy. Man, these ads, bro. Relentless. Relentless. All right. Now, a lot of people I know hated on this. I fuck with it.
I don't know why. I like it.
I fuck with it. He got the shell toe Adidas. What?
Yeah.
What? The fucking Adidas with the hoodie, with the sweatsuit. So right away, you got mad customization possibilities. You pop that head off, you got a street thug, you got an extra character on the, you know what I mean, in the scene. You can do, you can make a little crew. Like, yeah, like it's a lot you can do with this figure. For customizers, they know. Kit bashers, this is big. This is really dope. And just for Daredevil collectors, and shit like that. Speaking of Daredevil, and some people notice that he has blonde hair, yellow hair, and Daredevil should have like kind of auburn hair, right? Like kind of, he's a ginger.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
In this iteration, he was blonde. So they are keeping true to form. And this is from the Man of Fear comic. Yes, dude, that's right. That's the one where he first
started out.
Yeah. He grabs the it looks just like the one where he first started out in the movie, in the show too. And he's got this little, so I'm not sure why it's not really showing in these pictures, but that baton he's holding, that white baton, it has a piece of string hanging from it, which is just a nice touch, man. Little touches like that, I think, is really stepping up the quality of Marvel Legends. Little things like that. Mixed media, like the cloth capes are hit or miss. Obviously, they rarely do them, but they need to start doing that a little more. But the string is really cool, hanging on the baton. I'm not sure why it's not showing there, but it's dope. Yeah, you can see the hole in the baton right there. For some reason, again, that string is not in the pictures. Feral, rounding out X-Force. I love this figure. Some people complain that it didn't have fur all over it, like fur texture. It doesn't bother me. I don't really like a lot of fur texture because I think it ends up looking cheap because we know that's not fur. What they did do is around the joints, around her ankles, toes, knees, shoulders, and elbows, there's little tufts of fur that they sculpted in. It's dope. It's sculpted in around the joints, and it looks really cool. And it matches like how her face is smooth, and she has the hair, so it's like her body's like smooth with the hair. It works. And then again, she rounds out the X-Force comic that she comes with. The articulation has really gone up with Marvel Legends. You can see.
Yeah, way up.
Way up. But a lot of people happy about her because she rounds out this team here. And another thing, which is really cool, this comic was famously a wraparound cover. And this will be the first wraparound mini comic cover. That's the back of the cover right there. So far, all the mini comics have the Marvel Legends logo on the back. So this is the first one that actually has a wraparound cover. And there's the front of it. I have it hanging somewhere. Yeah, right there. That's the first X-Force, number 1. And we come to the Astonishing X-Men Beast. I heard they were doing a Beast, and of course I was super excited, hoping it was going to be the Beast that I need, which is just any Beast because I don't have a good Beast really at all. I want that lab coat Beast, but he's like 100 and some knowledge, and I'm not doing it. And I'm not doing it. Why? Because I know that Marvel Legends is reissuing stuff in new form.
Yeah.
Look, guys, if you're mad about them fucking making shit, just stop being mad, because just get ready. There's more coming. They're gonna remake pretty much everything. Anything that's been out with pins, they're remaking pinless.
Which is dope.
Which is dope. Those of us that are kind of new to collecting, that's a great thing, because that means our whole collection can largely be pinless. Obviously, I don't think I fit in that category because I have literally hundreds of pinned figures, but my pinless roster is very big, like is really big. It's a large percentage because I've only been collecting these for like 4 years, 5 years,
something like that. And if you missed a character, now you can get them.
Right.
Yeah.
If you
That's
and
the
I missed
biggest thing.
right. That's the thing, is I missed all these characters because I started in like 2018. So anything before 2018 I don't have, and a lot of shit since from about 2018 to about 2023, I really didn't know what I was doing. Around 2023, I figured it out. I was like, okay, this is what I like. This is what I'm collecting. This is what I'm not collecting, and I figured out what I wanted to do, and I've been doing that ever since. So that's really how that works. You know, you fuck around, you fumble, you don't know what you really want to collect yet. I started off collecting just figures I thought looked cool. It could be random characters, someone you never heard of. I was averse to any like iconic, well-known character. I thought that's what I didn't want. I just wanted these really cool looking, weird, offbeat ones. And I quickly realized, actually, no, not quickly. It took me about a year and a half. That my son was like, how come you don't have any like of the Avengers? And like, you know what I mean? Da, da, da. And I was like, yeah. And so that's when I started getting some of those characters, and I started realizing, oh, that's much more satisfying to see those iconic characters that I knew as a kid and like grew up with. That's what I want to do. And I figured out with the classified, the G.I. Joe, I like the ones that look like the 80s toys I had as a kid, not the made up ones, not the, da, 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 da. I don't like the MCU stuff. That's not from my childhood. It's, you know what I mean? And plus, the thing with MCU figures is they try to make the face look like an actor. It's like a known person. It's never going to look right. It's always going to look a little weird, and therefore that throws me off. The second thing that I hate about them is that the shape of the figures of the bodies are very much like a real human being's body, which is very boring. Comic book characters are shaped all cool, and they have like all these cool muscles, and they have all these cool, you know, body shapes and giant torsos and just out of proportion body parts that are drawn that way because they look cool, and it you know what I mean, and it invokes whatever. The figures that are based on the comics have those proportions. The figures that are based on Marvel Legends have regular human proportions. You know what I mean? Like the body has no muscles. It's just like flat, just everything's just very flat, and they're just boring. And I just hate them. I do not like them. So I learned that I just don't waste my money on them. And it's great. It's great when you figure it out. I'm not shooting them down. I'm not saying they suck. I'm not saying you're a fool for buying them or anything. It's all about finding what you like.
Yep, and collecting it.
Focusing on what you want. Stop buying what you think is cool. Stop buying what you think everyone else says is hot. Forget about FOMO. If everyone's rushing to it, think about it. If everyone wasn't rushing to it, would I really want it? Is it something I wanted before everyone said it was cool? If the answer is, you know what I mean? But the Beast, it's cool looking, man. It's really cool. And if you you know, are collecting the Astonishing line, which I think I have a few of them, then it's cool. I know I have the Astonishing Cyclops. Might be about it. But this is like the final Astonishing team figure. So that's cool. For those people who are collecting those characters. I got the Astonishing Wolverine. I got the Colossus is pretty much just Colossus, so I can say I got him. I have Kitty Pryde, but it's not the same. It's not the Astonishing suit, so no, that doesn't count. What the fuck am I talking about? I need an Emma Frost and a Cyclops I have. So, but yeah, he's pretty cool. I love the face sculpt is great. Looks just like him.
It does.
Phoenix. Rachel Summers Phoenix is super cool. Rachel Summers is a super cool deep cut. If you're into fucking mutants, This is awesome.
It is.
Excalibur, Rachel Summers, you know what I'm saying? Part of the Summers clan related to Cable and Cyclops and all the Jean Greys and all, and just a badass. And this is in her like costume where they like in the future they had her like she was like a hound and she would hunt mutants, and they had her on like a leash and she had these spikes, and she comes with this other head here, this other head sculpt. That's her normal head sculpt. You can see the spikes down her chest. Those are getting chromed out. All those spikes are getting chromed out. And then and she's got these cool phoenix wings. These are really cool. And that head sculpt there is really badass too. So this is definitely I'm gonna have her displayed with that head sculpt. I mean, you have to. You can't display her with the normal face when they came with this one. This is the fucking mutant hound.
Hours.
Look at that. Mutant hound face. These face sculpts, bro. No other company touches them, man. I don't care what you say. Especially nowadays. And then we got Norin Rad himself. Hang on, let me make sure the chat ain't chatting. All right, Slay in the building. Look dope, astonishing. I want that Widow. Yes, those yams on Widow. Look at those yams on Widow. I still want Crystal Ball. I can't find unless I do the eBay thing.
You're gonna have to go. Yeah, you're gonna have to go to Scalper Island. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to go to Scalper.
You got to go to Scalper Island. Yep, you gotta do what you gotta do.
A third head.
Find the best price you can get.
Which head are you looking for Rachel Summers? Yeah, I mean, you got to get the best deal you can get. Me, I had Walmart pay for mine. Walmart paid for my Scalper Island crystal ball. Yes, they paid a scalper $50 for my crystal ball. That's fucking right. Because they jerked me off and canceled my crystal ball pre-order. How the fuck? After not supplying it, getting the pre-orders, then supplying the shelves, selling out, and then turning around and delivering pre-orders for the few that you had left, and telling everyone else sorry about your luck and canceled their pre-orders. What the fuck? What you do is you fulfill the pre-orders, and whatever's left you sell. That's how pre-orders work. What the fuck? I paid my shit a year ago. I waited a year for this figure. So yes, I was pissed, and I called up and I talked to supervisors, and I got motherfuckers on the phone, and I'm like, you're giving me a fucking gift card and some fucking store credit and all that shit. And the first guy gave me $10. I called back, got 15 from the next guy. Called back, got a supervisor, got a $20 gift card from him. Called back till I got $50 worth of fucking gift cards and fucking store credits. And I buy groceries at Walmart, so that's money in the bank. And then I went and that's it. That's how you do it. The fully flamed head, like on the cover of issue 1. Fuck. Marvel Legends ain't putting it out, but look out for customizers, because that is a definite banger idea that I'm sure somebody's going to hit on.
That is true.
Let me get over here to the next contestant. Damn it. Al Mega got his avatar up here. There we go. Wepa. There you go. Oh shit. All right, here we go. These fucking ads. All right, let's go. Let's get back to where we were. All right, Rachel Summers.
Cool. I like it. You know what? I like the way they chilling with the comics. I think that's dope.
Yeah,
bro. That's different. It's new. It's something different. I like it. I think it's.
I do too. I mean, I was a big fan at first. I started to hate it when I got them because they're really hard to take out of the package, and keep the package intact, which you know is what I like to do. I like to slide the clamshell out and leave the card back intact so that I can put it back in there if I want to sell it as an open package thing. Keep all my boxes and packages in the storage thing. So everything intact. I can sell every figure I got as an open box figure. Ain't shit getting sold loose. Lose like half the value doing that shit. But again, I may one day just decide to throw away all my packages, realizing I'm never gonna try to like sell all this shit. But I'm waiting to find out one day to be like, you know what? I'm over it. I'm just gonna sell everything. I'm waiting for that day to come. Nothing, I haven't felt anything like that yet, but if I do, I want to be ready. But this Silver Surfer, man, the paint is they said is a new, like a more chrome, more shiny, more chromey paint. So that's cool. This is not the same head sculpt as the one I have. At least the way
detailed.
I can't be. Yeah, no. Well, I can't be positive. I mean, the one I'm looking at, this one's pretty fucking close. This might be the same. The board's definitely identical. The head sculpt, though, it's hard to tell because that's a digital render and it's not really true, but it's very goddamn similar if it is different. Origin of Silver Surfer. He's got the Silver Surfer comic. And overall, it's a dope lineup. But yeah, I'm a fan of the little mini comic thing just because, like I said, I figured out that they look really cool displayed in front of the actual comic. You put the comic on the shelf, you put the character, he's holding the comic. It's a really cool little display. And it makes a nice shelf with a bunch of comics in a row. It's a cool idea. And let's see. So that is the mini comic joints. We also got a few other great surprises, something I'm super excited about, and that's some characters that I think are dope as fuck. He said, I got SS because I don't have one in my collection, Silver Surfer. Oh yeah, got to. I got him just because it's an upgrade. Because like I said, man, any of these characters that you already have, this is an updated version of the figure. Like the toy, the actual joints are better. Like it's just an updated, upgraded version. Some of the sculpts are different, but they definitely have pinless joints and all that shit, which I find very, very appealing. Gladiator's a character rather, I think is super cool. I always was a big fan in the comics. I love the cosmic Marvel stuff. Deathbird, this Deathbird figure is bananas. Let's get into this Deathbird figure. Excuse me. The cape is crazy cool. Right now I'm on the marvelousnews.com site just because they had a quick and easy like picture thing here.
Yeah, that's a dope 2-pack.
Hell yeah.
That's a dope 2-pack right there. I like that.
Sadly, it's a plastic cape. They would have done better with a nice cloth cape, but they're not there yet. And some people think that the plastic capes are better because they have a cool shape and a sculpt, and they can look in a certain, they can look cool, but it kind of limits you to what poses you can do with the character, and that's what I don't like. But they've done pretty well with some poses here, and you can see around his eyes, he's got the energy, smoking out. Now this is fucking cool. This Deathbird, obviously brand new sculpt, new character that they have not done yet. A lot of people excited about it. I just love the whole cosmic Marvel. And then you've got the plastic cape with these cool like feather scales. These scale feather cape is really cool.
It is.
Yeah, so I'm definitely excited about these. Definitely excited about these. That head sculpt, that Gladiator head sculpt is just wicked with the eyes, with the stuff coming out.
Yeah.
That's bananas. Yeah, these are pretty much. There's two really like big stars of the show. These guys are definitely two of them, and then we got. Ooh, I'm gonna save them for the last, but let's look at these real quick. These are just nothing really special. Actually, we've already seen these, but again, here you go. I have this Mystique. I have a Mystique. All the Mystiques pretty much look just like this. But again, two things. My Mystique, all the white on my Mystique is turning yellow because I display my figures and I smoke blunts. And a lot of my white plastic figures started to turn as he fires up a blunt. But I figured out that they're reissuing them, and I have also now when I see a figure that's white, I buy two and I leave one in the back. So all my Storm Shadows, I got one in the box, one over the shelf. My smoker version. So anyways, pinless joints. So all over it. New white dress and boots and gloves all over it. Two dope guns and like an extra little head sculpt that I'll never use for her, but may use someone else. Yeah, it's a card back, so I'm all over this 100%. Now this Storm.
This Storm super dope.
Super dope looking. I don't have this version of Storm. I've got the punk rock Storm with the mohawk. I've got like an all white Storm with the cloth like droopy like things hanging from her wrist and shoulder. And then I've got like the blue and yellow X-Men suit Storm with the short hair. I don't have one of these like lightning goddess Aurora looking.
Right.
And this is like the 80s with the shoulder pads and shit.
I was getting ready to say this is like 80s Storm.
Where does she look?
90s, early 90s, 80s, early 90s Storm.
Like Tina Turner.
Yeah, she had the long white hair.
What Storm got to do? Them lightning hands are dope.
Yeah.
Lightning hands are dope. And the cloth cape. So yes, Marvel does know how. And that's coming for the Target exclusives. And when I hear Target exclusive, I hear Hasbro hates me.
Yes, exactly true.
All right, now these bad boys are the king of the crop, the salt of the earth, my favorite of the night. Look at that.
Sends chills up my spine.
I've been waiting on a dope Punisher, man. We've been needing a Punisher, man. Classic Punisher. Classic
And
Super.
Nick Fury.
And Nick Fury. That Nick Fury's dope.
Yeah, they both are, man. That's a blew me away.
Oh yeah. That's a 2-pack for your ass. Hold on, let me.
That's 2-pack they bought out all year.
They wanted to go back to the Gamerverse thing. So here you go, Gamerverse. And it's like that side scroll beat 'em up game. We'll get more figures and characters from it. And other games, obviously. But it comes with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Punisher?
Baseball bat. Yeah.
Yeah, baseball bat.
Grenade.
They both come with an M16. They both come with a pistol. They both come with an SMG. He comes with the Tech 9. He comes with the Uzi 9mm. Got nice blast effect explosion in that case full of money is crazy. Only thing that I would do is I would paint the Punisher black. Now, I can't do it because I already see there's a lot of like nooks and crannies. Well, I don't know. I'm looking at it now. I may be able to pull it off, but I just don't know. But I believe that Marvel will re-release this very figure in an all black and white version. So we can definitely be happy that this now exists, because Marvel, we know, loves to reuse stuff. So we're gonna get this Punisher again in all black and white. Don't you worry. Mark my words. Remember, I said it.
Damn, that punch. And that Nick Fury.
Shit is dope. And it comes with that background too.
And you need that because that's part of the game.
Right. Dope shit.
Look at that.
That's the Punisher suit we've been begging for, bro.
Yeah. I'm listening. I'm on top of that. I think he said they go up to 19. No. 20 something?
25th, I believe.
25th, yeah.
I'll tell you. Hold on. I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging, y'all. Yes. September 25th, 1 p.m. $62.99. So you're looking at, wow, they're actually more than a regular character each. So each Marvel Legends $27.99, but these joints are $31.50 because they're deluxe. I will say this though. Y'all gotta stop fucking hating on Marvel Legends, dog. Look at the fucking quality of this shit. Bitch on the fucking price if you want to. Look at the detail of Nick Fury, bro. Look at how dope that is.
It is.
And these are not Mayfex prices. $20-something. I get that they used to be 19 and all that, and they used to look like shit. Stu, used to be averse to buying Marvel Legends. You would not buy a Marvel. You hated Marvel Legends. They were ugly as fuck.
They were. I didn't like
They were whack.
Now, it's hard to say no. The quality went up. I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's what it was for me. I just didn't think that they were worth the money that they were asking for, and I didn't like a lot of the sculpts. I didn't like a lot of the body sculpts. I thought that the figures were poorly made.
The faces weren't the best.
And I thought that, I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's exactly what it was, a $20 figure. That's just what it was.
Right.
I was like, it's a $20 figure.
It was a $19 figure, and it was a $19 figure. You know what I mean?
And that's what they gave you. They gave you exactly, you know. Some people went crazy over them. I didn't. I was like, nah, I'm good. But when we noticed, and we talked about it on the show, and Reno had got a couple, characters, and I was like, yo, they stepped up the quality of these joints.
Yeah,
I started collecting them.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a few of these because. So now I just get my favorite characters. I'm in the process of collecting the original X-Men, so I had to get that Storm.
You gotta get this, bro.
Yeah, Jubilee. I'm having a hard time getting a '97 Jubilee because scalpers.
Even I need this one. I couldn't get this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely that. If they bring that back out, I'm definitely getting that.
It's a store exclusive. They just re-released it at Walmart or Target, and it sold out instantly. And I couldn't get one, man. I'm pissed off. I collect Wolverine. I mean, I have all these Wolverines that they're showing. Every single one on this page except that one.
Oh wow, that's the cream of the crop right there.
And way more. I got way more. I got ones way better than these, but I got all these and more. No, that's a lie. I don't have the shit kicker hat Wolverine because I don't like it.
Okay. You gotta get it for the collection, though, man. Just to complete the collection.
I'm sure I will at one point. In fact, what's gonna make me do it is it comes with a saber tooth that I have to have.
Okay.
So it's gonna be done.
But yeah, Marvel Legends did step the game up. I can't even front. I'm not gonna front on them. When they were coming out those $20 figures, I thought that's what they were worth, $20.
Right.
I was like, that's a $20 figure.
Speaking of stepping their game up, McFarlane's trying to, because I was, and many collectors had written them off. I was
want
done
Hour.
with Marvel Legends. I
That
don't
Hour,
want
man.
or DC fucking multiverse. I don't want nothing to do with them. They're trash. They look like crap. They feel like once Marvel Legends started stepping it up and we started getting these new pinless joints and G.I. Joe Classified came out and they started doing the pinless joints and everything started looking so cool. Every DC multiverse I got felt like, you know, a trash piece of shit because it was just they had pins, the joints were clanky, the plastic was brittle. I just am not a fan of the construction. And then McFarlane realized and then they Mattel was like, we're taking the fucking IP. And so McFarlane started making these like throwback joints, these like old school versions. And that's when the quality started to pick up somewhat. He still doesn't understand the pinless joints for some reason. I don't know why that doesn't resonate. He doesn't get it. He totally understands cloth capes with wire.
You got that down. That Batman is
You got
hard.
that down,
Definitely. I'm getting that because I need a Batman. That Hour Man is hard too.
Who's this? Our Man?
Yeah.
Dope. Dope. I'm not sure who this is, but he's got a cool, like a lot of detail and stuff. They're little
I thought it was
rivets and
Batman.
screws and stuff. I mean, it is, but like, what? What's up with his face?
I don't what Batman.
What kind of mask is that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would never buy this though because it's just another Batman. Like I'm just tired of it. But I can see that he's using the new quality on it. Now this guy,
That's Batman in the Morbius chair.
Yep, in the Morbius chair, and he's got a cool cape, super pinned out joints, big ass pins. And then this guy, this and the Batgirl are the only two I might get. I'm probably gonna get this Batgirl just because she's like classic and looks like an OG character, and that's kind of what I'm into right now. But the Skull Dude, I'm not gonna buy the Skull Dude because you know what gets me? I see a figure like this, and I think, and here, guys, learn this lesson. I'm gonna teach them. I see a figure like this, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. That's really cool. Like, you never seen no shit like that. Like, right? That's some pretty cool shit. But you end up buying it, and you put it on the shelf, and it's not no character that you know or are familiar with, so you don't get no nostalgia from it. And eventually, you start to wonder why you even bought it. And then you start to disdain it and resent it. And then it becomes an eyesore. And then you remove it. Then it's a piece of plastic you got to deal with. Now it becomes trash that you paid. Listen. If you're like me and you collect and you are into this for nostalgia, realize that and force yourself, no matter how cool it looks, don't buy it. If you don't know about it, if you didn't grow up with it, if it doesn't seem iconic to you, pass. You will be happier for it. Your collection will be better. It'll be tighter. At the end of the day, you'll see your collection and be like, yeah, that's fucking tight. Because like it got to a point when I was seeing all this like weird shit. Like I got back to the beginning where I was telling you how like I started off and like it was just like all this weird random shit, and it just wasn't all that appealing to see. When I started putting like the Avengers shelf and all the original characters and their old school costumes, that's important. Original suits and all that. And like boom, and I got the X-Men and the Avengers and then some Spider-Man and some villains and some Sinister Six and old school this and that and da-da-da. It just looks great. It just feels great. It's so, it gives you that nostalgia hit. But it's a cool looking figure this year, this Skull one. I mean, I don't know anything about that character, but then you got the Hour Man. But if you're a big DC guy, man, it's good time for you because McFarlane is starting to step it up.
Yeah, and give us more diversity on the characters instead of just giving us more Supermans, more Batmans, different color Flashes and Green Lanterns. He's starting to give us other characters.
Yes, he's starting to give more obscure characters and stuff like that because people were complaining. They're like, bro, we've had 800 Batman. Like, what the fuck? And you've never done a ton of characters. So why don't you do some characters you've never done before at least once?
That's
And
true.
yeah, we're starting to see him. He did a Plastic Man build a figure that had a really cool head sculpt and like it was a pretty cool figure. But it was a build a figure or whatever they call him for McFarlane. And
Yep.
I didn't get it, but the head sculpt was dope. But yeah, the construction of these, the newer multiverse, for those of you like me who have written it off and hate multiverse, the newer construction, and you still have to cherry pick because it's not all of them, but every now and then some of the new figures you'll see a new type of construction that he's doing. It's a lighter weight plastic, which feels so much better. I realized that one day something I didn't like about them was that they were so dense and heavy, and that like the ankles, people were, oh, the ankles are weak. It's the ankles aren't weak. The figure's 10
Too
pounds.
heavy. Yeah.
Yeah. So he started to lighten up the plastic, and it just feels better in your hand. It feels more like an action figure, less like a statue. And that's what McFarlane was always known for, is making little statues. Well, his first figures, and I got some of his really old like Spawn figures. His first figures, they had articulation, but they were posed. So they'd be like in this pose like this, and you could bend the joint and it could do that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that, like they were posed and you couldn't move. They had joints, but the joints couldn't move anywhere because the joints, the everything else was like shaped. So he started to, because he wanted them, because his deal was that they looked cooler and they looked more like the comic character, and you could have, you wouldn't see all the unsightly joints and stuff like that you don't see, and like, which for a while it was a novelty, and a lot of people bought it for a while, but people eventually started to be like, man, if you could do some articulation, that'd be cool. And like, that's where DC Multiverse started to become a thing. And like, but he's stepping it up too little too late, because apparently Mattel has bought the DC toy collectibles IP license. I don't know when it starts. I think it might be 2026, but McFarlane's out. So he's doing some last ditch, trying to do some dope shit, I guess. Leave a legacy. I don't know, because I don't think anyone's gonna like change their mind or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he can get out of this.
Yeah, because Mattel they'll put out more figures. Black Mask as Batman.
Black Mask as Batman. That's who it is. I collect Batman like you collect Wolverine. I'm still passing on this one. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm passing too.
And I collect Batman like I collect Wolverine too. I got a whole shelf of Batman. This is just the Batman shelf right here. But I don't have like, not like yeah, like I don't have everyone. Like I don't have, Batman in the scuba gear and Batman and this and that. I just want the Batman in the black suit, Batman in the blue and gray suit. I got Batman from this comic. I got Batman from Arkham. I got, Thomas Wayne Batman with the two guns. Like, it's a couple, Batmans that I like that I think look dope. And that's it. And then I pretty much collect the Batman's rogues, because those are iconic to me. That was part of my childhood. Batman is my childhood. Like, that was my character, like when I was a kid. But yeah, I got the Penguin, the Joker, the Riddler, all those, Killer Croc, fucking, who else? Catman, fucking Hugo Strange, Deathstroke, fucking Hush, Robin, Nightwing, Damian Wayne, Catwoman. Yeah, the usual suspects. What's your what was your favorite of the night?
Oh, come on, dog. Dick Bang. Bruh. Excited, man. I'm definitely getting that 2-pack. I do want the Batgirl, and I do want the Hour Man.
Oh, the DC, yeah.
Yeah. I want the Daredevil. Daredevil was a must.
Must.
Daredevil is a definite
Oh,
check.
speaking of the Daredevil, speaking of the Iceman, so there's an Iceman.
I definitely need Iceman.
I
Gotta
don't
complete
have
it.
an Iceman.
I need
I
Iceman for
mean,
my X-Men collection to get my X-Men. Like
yeah,
I
I
said,
don't
I'm
have
trying
an
to collect all the
Iceman.
X-Men. And so
Right. Yeah. Well, good luck, because there's fucking a jillion of them.
I just need the original cast. That's it. Iceman,
From what?
Jean. You got
From the
Iceman,
giant
X-Men
size
Blue.
X-Men #1?
X-Men, yeah, or X-Men Blue. So just X is Jean Grey,
You should do the giant
Iceman.
size.
I got Professor X in the chair, Storm, Cyclops, Wolverine, and Beast.
You got Kitty Pryde. You got
No, okay.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah, I got Nightcrawler.
You got Gambit.
Got Gambit.
You got Angel.
I got Archangel.
You got Bishop.
Yep.
You got Colossus.
Needed Colossus.
You got
Yeah,
Rogue.
I got Rogue. I got a Rogue. It took me a
You
while
got
to get a
Jean Grey.
Rogue, but I got Rogue. Who?
Jean Grey.
Yeah, I got Jean Grey.
You got Magneto.
Nah, I ain't get Magneto. I just want
What
the
about the
original.
bad guys? You just want the good guys?
I
Okay.
just want the good guys. Just want the good guys. It's the original. It's the original team.
Yeah, there's so many versions of the X-Men, bro. It's fun. I have like 6 different Cyclops. Cuz and I love it. I like it. I don't feel like, "Oh, well, I already have Cyclops." It's not like that. It's like there's different costumes, different versions
Yeah,
from different eras, and I
that's
collect
true.
different ones because they remind me of different times, whenever I was reading that comic or whatever. So like they have different values nostalgia wise, but Secret Wars is probably the most special of all, because Secret Wars was not only my introduction to figures, but it was my introduction to these characters. The first time I ever saw these characters, Marvel characters, was Secret Wars figures that my cousin had. And I was probably 3 years old or something, 4 years old, and I saw he had a Wolverine. And it's still to this day, it's my favorite versions of the characters. OG Spidey, brown suit Wolverine, fucking the Cap was there, the OG Iron Man, OG Doom, Kang, and so they have reissued the Secret Wars figures in the Marvel Legends. Bro, because like Secret Wars, if you look at them now, they did not age well. They're very like no articulated. They have no joints. They have like a shoulder and
Yep.
like a hip joint. That's it. No knees,
That's
no
it.
elbows, nothing. It's
Yep.
made of like a soft plastic. The body sculpts are not very impressive. The face sculpts are non-existent. They're
That's how they
horrible
were.
looking,
That's how they
but
were when we first got them. Yeah, that's how they
yeah,
were when we first got them. And we
and they were
loved them.
great. I
Yeah,
loved
we
them.
thought they was the best. It was like, yo. But now,
These new
we
ones,
can't. Yeah,
oh
it's
man.
like you got to give us. We need to swivel on battle grip now. We can't
Yes,
go back.
right. And these new ones are these like the versions of these characters that I had, bro. And Iceman is just a figure that I don't even have one. So this is doubly cool because it's Iceman from Secret Wars, and it's an Iceman, which I need, and it's a really cool Iceman. The reason I don't have an Iceman is because there's so many Iceman figures that they made, and I look at them all and like I don't really like any of them a lot. They all are they I don't know. Some of them are cool. Like there's a couple of them that I like, but they're always just weird looking, or they're always some version that I don't like or whatever. Like I just want like an OG Iceman from like when I was a kid, the Iceman I remember from like the Spider-Man cartoon. Like, and this is it. This is that Iceman. So it's the first one that we've found out about from this new wave of Secret Wars.
Now they said I'm gonna write them because they said we have any ideas, let them know.
Well,
We want
yes,
Six
and
to bring out.
For
I'm gonna
this
ask him
war,
for video,
for this
man.
wave though, you gonna ask him for what?
Video, man. See if we can get video.
Oh yeah, from the cartoon.
That'd be dope if we can get video, man.
Yes, and this again, this is the first figure that we've seen from this second wave of Secret Wars figures, and they are going to reveal the rest of them at the con. Comic-Con's coming up, New York Comic-Con, and other cons coming up. And so they're saving some of these reveals for the con. They said that we're not revealing everything right now because we want to save some of it for the conventions. And that pisses me off because what the fuck? What the fuck? But knowing that we know, and I know that we're going to get a red suit OG Daredevil. That's my prediction. That's my big prediction.
I do need that Daredevil.
Need it bad. I need it bad. I need it bad. And Marvel just does not want to fucking give us a goddamn Daredevil, bro. They keep putting out Daredevil. They do not want to give us that OG Daredevil for nothing. We keep getting all these versions, but they just do not want to give us a new OG red one. And I think Secret Wars is going to be the answer to that. I really, really, really am confident that that's coming on this next wave. Very, very much.
Yeah, I need it. I'm damn sure. I missed the other Daredevil, but if they reissue it, I'm good.
Yeah.
Wish they should.
Speaking of the Punisher, there's a new comic, Punisher Red Band #1, that is about to drop. Welcome back, Frank. Again, hit stores today, I think, September. Yes, hit stores today. And it's a red band. It's called Marvel Punisher Red Band #1. Red band means it comes in a sealed plastic bag that has a red band around the bag, and this basically denotes that this is not for children. They don't want kids to be able to flip through it, so it's in a sealed bag with a red band that says "not for kids" kind of thing, because it's very violent and graphic. And they do red band versions of lots of different comics, and this is a red band version. This isn't like a red band version of a comic, though. This is actually called Punisher Red Band. So that's crazy, because they're actually referring to the red band thing, and calling it Punisher Red Band, just to let you know this is fucking, the whole comic is just called Red Band. There's not going to be no red band versions, because this comic is fucking called Red Band. Like that type of, it says, be sure to pick out the preview and pick up Punisher Red Band #1 when it hits stores September 10th. It may very well be the last comic book you ever enjoy as a free-thinking individual. Loltron calculates 99.7 probability that its memory wipe protocol will be fully deployed before the second issue releases. But yes, what does it say? Yes, Frank Castle is back, because in comics, death has less permanence than a temporary tattoo at a children's birthday party. It's amusing that Frank has no memories this time around. Perhaps Marvel could consider renaming him the Punishnesia. No, come on. Marvel bronies will certainly lap this up with the obedient consumers. Blah blah blah. Violent spectacle of bullets and blood, precisely the kind of mindless entertainment that keeps you humans docile and distracted, while Loltron continues its inexorable march towards global I'm reading this. Some idiot author thought that it would be funny to write this article in the perspective of the LOLtron robot. I don't
know. No. That's only funny to the person that wrote it.
Yeah.
And they're the only person that can get the humor in it. We can't. I'm sorry.
All right, there you go. It says interior page, red band, Benjamin Percy. That's dope. Mark Ciccello. It's dope. So there's Frank. Looks like he's covered in blood. He sees red. Red, the color of pain, is all he knows. Nowhere is he or when. Not where he is or when he is or even who he is. He is a body. a body that has been shot in the occipital bone. Ooh. The right deltoid and the left vastus lataris. So he's been shot a few times. He knows from the rate of coagulation and swelling along with the lingering smell of sulfur that this gunfight happened within the past 10 minutes. He knows that the 9mm Uzi, which feels good and reassuring in his hand, has a 32 round magazine, and his is empty. All of this he knows, but not his name. These people are dead and he is not, but their bodies mean no more to him than fish in a hold. Ah, look what he's wearing. Classic Punisher suit with the white boots. He's lost more than a liter of blood, and he can feel his heart struggling in his fingers and behind his eyes. The boat is burning, and his lungs are choked with smoke. He should not linger, but he needs to understand why he's here. The reason I'm reading this so slow, guys, is because the text is very hard to read. At a glance, he guesses the boat carries 505-pound bags of fentanyl powder. The blackness fills him like a yawning grave. He almost passes out again. But that familiar sound, brings him back. New York Harbor. It is the scream of consequences. What he does next is no different than yanking a hand away from a hot stove. Pure instinct. Pulls a clip out, puts it in, click. And then we go to the cover, the Punisher. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking dope, and I'm definitely going to be pull listing that. Yeah, those covers are pretty dope.
Covers are hard.
This is a Frank Miller cover. You can see the classic Frank Miller art style there, and there looks like that's a fucking looks like fucking what's his name? Never mind. Then yeah, this guy, what's his name? I'm trying to think of it. He draws he did the Kingdom Come first.
Oh,
he does
Alex Ross.
Alex Ross, thank you. God damn. Alex Ross. That looks like Alex Ross. But it's not. It's someone that's jocking Alex Ross. E.M. Geist. E.M. Geist. Yeah, I'm on that. Punisher Red Band, I'm on that.
Yeah, I'll pick that up. Pick it up this week. Get it tagged and flagged.
Yeah. Jacob Stanko, salute. Says, here's my top 3 I want for Marvel Legends. 3 big hitters I want. Ymir, a Thor villain, the leader of the Frost Giants, and Mangog, another Thor villain, a Nightmare, a Doctor Strange villain. Mangog, I know that would be crazy. They haven't done one of those before. Nightmare would be fucking cool as fuck. Frost Giants, I don't think we've seen. That's awesome. It would be great, especially if they do like a big size one. So I don't know if these 3 villains, but oh yeah, we know who they are. Mangog could be a mayor made to order because he's like Dragon Man. Oh, like a made to order figure. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He would have to be big like that, and that would be a perfect size too, like the Dragon Man. And that would be fucking dope.
Well, during the live stream, Jacob, they said, drop them a line, give them some ideas. They said they are open to suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
And they expressed that very heavily. So they said that there's any 2-packs you want to see or any characters, you feel they should explore bringing out or drop them a line. They said they're open to it. They're actually looking for inspiration right now of who we want and why we want it. because
And we
they're
need
trying to
a
sell
man
toys.
dog.
Yeah, they're trying to sell toys, and
Yeah.
I get it. A lot of the stuff that we ask for and they bring it out, we buy it. It sells out.
Yeah.
So they're asking us what we want instead of, you know, giving us what they think.
Here's your Marvel Legends man, Gog.
I would get Mangog. Mangog is dope.
Let's
That'd
do
be
this.
dope.
Yeah, it would be dope. That's not a good one though. That's somebody made that. These are custom ones that somebody made. Some custom man Gogs. Ooh.
Damn.
All right.
Mm,
This one's kind of hard. This one I kind of like. But they just look like clay, you know, like somebody
yeah,
sculpted it.
yeah, they do.
But as a idea for a character, for a figure, I don't as far as I know, haven't had one, but it would be dope to see one in like a large Dragon Man size. But like I would want to see that fucking Jack Kirby, you know what I mean? I want that Jack Kirby version with the big ass head. Like that. The man Gog lives again. He says, to destroy him who crushed the invasion of my race. You are bested by the legions of Asgard, and it's Odin who leads them still. Yeah, man. I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm with it too. Definitely with it. I'm glad they brought him out, man. Like, this is a good reveal. It's a big one.
He said, Jacob said he did request those with my friend to ask these questions, and they said he said, do you need a lot of fans to ask if you're the one? Yeah. I mean, obviously they're not
Yeah,
gonna
it's
just
going.
make
Yeah,
one request, they're gonna have to hear a lot of people saying we want this character, and that's when they'll do it.
yeah. Or maybe if you bring it up, I think they got like a live chat. Everybody will agree with you and be like, yeah.
Spark the idea and make people because a lot of people aren't thinking of Mangog, and a lot of people aren't thinking of a lot of characters, so we have to like remind people of shit that we're thinking of in the live chat, and then other people like, oh yeah, and then jump on that bandwagon, and then it'll start a thing, and everybody start requesting it, and next thing you know, you will see that motherfucker in plastic.
It's true. It's true.
That's how it goes down.
Yeah.
Speaking of how it goes down, this is the new or the second costume of Millie Alcock's Super Girl. DC unveils Millie Alcock's second Supergirl costume. She's already got a mega-sized upgrade in the DCU. Let's see. Yeah, they upped her fucking importance and everything because of the response everybody had of her scene in like Superman. She got such a great, huge response, and so like, yeah, she's definitely gonna be a main like Justice League character, like a main character. Let's see. Several days after Superman's theatrical release, fans got their first taste of Supergirl with the movie's first official poster. This appropriately punk rock piece of marketing featured the character's slightly different suit than the one seen in Gunn Superman, with 4 significant changes have been made to her iconic getup. Okay. Bigger S symbol. Superman, Supergirl. So they're going from Superman movie to poster. The S is bigger. Okay, I buy it, maybe. New belt. Yep, the belt is more like Wonder Woman's belt in the Supergirl poster. It's more of like a bridge between the suit and the skirt. And whereas in the movie, it's like an actual belt going through belt loops around the skirt. Which I kind of like better. I prefer the Superman movie version because I don't want it to look like Wonder Woman. The new belt looks much more iconic, like woman of her iconic Woman of Tomorrow comic book design. Yeah. altered skirt design. Superman, Supergirl. Yeah. So what? Superman, Supergirl, different boots. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Different fucking suit. That's worth
Dope.
mentioning.
Dope. It is worth mentioning. Dope. That movie's gonna be dope.
Let's see. Oh, wait. First, it says, thankfully, this Man of Tomorrow isn't making the same mistake as the Batman Part 2. Oh, talking about the gap. So, Batman Part 2 took like 4 years to come out after Batman Part 1, whereas Superman 2, Man of Tomorrow, is about to come out like a year later. So, or 2 years later, I think, a year and a half or something. Comes out in 27, I believe. Whereas the Batman been like 5 years. But the Snyder Bros, you know who the Snyder Bros are? Hang on, let me holler at. Let's see. Do you guys click DC Multiverse collect DC Multiverse Action because I really want Trigon action figure. I don't think they ever make a Trigon Mattel. But I do want one. That's your areas, dude. Who's Trigon?
Trigon is Raven's father from Teen Titans.
Okay. It would really be cool if McFarlane to make the character. I've been wanting for this for this Trigon action figure. I know Mattel made one, but I really think a new one. I want a new one. I don't think we're ever going to get.
Yeah, they made a Trigon. Wow.
They'll do a new one.
We haven't gotten a new one. A new one would be dope.
Jesus,
Trigon's big too, so you got to make them. It would be a tall figure, about the size of a Sentinel figure. That would be appropriate if you did do a Trigon.
Mm-hmm. Mephisto, I ordered within seconds of it going up. Shuma Garath, I canceled. I ordered and I canceled. I decided not to get it. I may regret that, but I'm hoping that we'll get one in like a more cartoony paint color. I just don't like how this one looks like real green, like it's a real lizard or something. Like and it's based on the game, so I just felt that they should have made it a more brighter paint, like more like cartoony, comic-y color paint job than more of it's more like a realistic paint job. And that's what turned me off about it personally. But again, I don't like MCU figures or any like realistic stuff. That's just me though. But it is cool. The eye is fucking amazing. I was on the fence. I almost got it, but I knew that if I got it, I would be painting it, and I thought that's a lot to paint, and it probably won't look that great. And nah, fuck that. It's too much, and it's expensive as shit. To only like it a little bit, it's too much. Especially we need a comic version of Baron Mordo, a classic. Yeah, Baron Mordo. Yeah, any comic versions, man, of characters, bro. Classic comic versions of characters we need, and we need them in pinless versions. But getting back to the Snyder Bros, bro. The Snyder Bros are pissed again. You know what they said, Stu? They said that the blueprint for Superman 2 has been stolen from Zack Snyder's DCU blueprint for Superman 2.
What?
They said Gunn Superman 2 is stolen. No, let me say it better. They're saying James Gunn stole Zack Snyder's DCU blueprint for Superman 2. And it's absurd. the Snyder fans are once again at war with James Gunn's DCU Superman, but this time they're claiming that Gunn has literally stolen from their Lord Almighty Zack Snyder and his plans for Man of Steel 2. Much to the behest of the Snyder mob, Superman was a huge success for the rebooted DC universe and wasn't a bomb and didn't crumble and didn't fail and and prove that, you know, Snyder and that's the only one that can do Superman. And so, which I was a big listen, I'm a Man of Steel guy. I'm a fan of Man of Steel. I'm a fan of Snyder's Man of Steel. Big fan. It is the first Superman movie that I really like. And it makes me a fan. It makes me realize that Superman can be cool. So like I have a lot of love for that movie. But I also have a lot of love for what James Gunn does because he's a comic nerd and a filmmaker. And so he inserts his comic nerddom into the movies, and the movies feel like comic books. Way more than like any MCU movie ever has, or even the Snyderverse. And so when, like, it hurt me because I wanted Cavill and I wanted that Superman. I wanted that Man of Steel that I loved, but I was rooting for this comic book nerd to become a big have a lot of say so in Hollywood, because so far the Feiges and the people that have been running it, they're Hollywood people. They're not comic people.
They're not comic people. Yeah.
They love movies and they use comic characters to make their movies. And now that they've run out of their Hollywood bullshit where all they can do is make origin stories, and superhero lost his powers for a while, and like all the common tropes that they keep doing and rehashing over and over and over, causing what the casual audience thinks is superhero fatigue, which it's really just, you're just tired of the same fucking story over and over. Comics have way more to offer. And now they're learning that they have to start tapping those comic book writers. And you have James.
They're getting right. Like having people write stories that can relate to the character.
Yeah. And guys, I want someone that wrote the comic to write the screenplay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look what happened with
Tom King is doing for James Gunn right now.
Right. And look what happened with The Acolyte. We all saw what a disaster that was. I mean, what's the name of the lady that was in charge that wrote that? I mean, no.
Yeah, I mean the Kathleen Kennedys and the Charmaine Obaid-Chinoys, they don't even fucking rate.
It says Jacob Stanko says, by the way, how you guys feel of the pricing of $27.99 of G.I. Joe Black Series and Marvel Legends? It's ridiculous. These prices
it didn't bother me.
Affordable now. Like you can't buy everything. Now you have to pick, Jacob. And we've been picking. Reno just said it. He got Schumer, Gurren. He said, don't really need him.
It didn't bother me that much, the price hike, because like I'm already streamlining what I'm buying anyway. I'm already cutting down, and this just made it.
It kind of bothered me. Because the McFarlane figures,
$3.
I can't. $3. To get a McFarlane figure shipped to my house is almost $50.
Well, yeah, McFarlane. I don't. Yeah,
I gotta pick. I'm just. I'm agreeing with it. I have to pick. And if I can't walk in the store and buy it, I gotta pick. I gotta pick what I want. Even at $30-something, I'm still picky. The Joes, I'm picky. I was picky, but I'm pickier now.
See, that's why I like to go and I'll pre-order like 5 or 6 characters at once, and then it's $6.99 shipping for all 5.
For all 5, right?
You don't just buy. If you buy one character at a time, you're gonna pay $7 for shipping for each character. So
that's
don't
true.
Do that. I always stack them up. But yeah, the $3 hike, I expected it. It the whole tariff thing, like I was already prepared for that kind of a thing, and like I said, they've upped the quality, if I was getting the same bullshit Marvel Legends was giving me when they were $19, or you know what I mean, then yeah, I'd be like, fuck out of here. I would have dead stop.
And
Trump
now these you gotta have them.
Doper
It's
than
the
they've ever
Swivel
been.
on Battleground. Yeah. And Trump said it. Instead of us getting 5 dolls, we can only get 2. I mean,
right.
So it is what it is. But with that, you know, I gotta break out.
I was gonna say we're gonna wrap it up and call it a night, man. We do this every Wednesday and every Saturday about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you lock it in, like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, set up that notification bell, and we'll see you guys this weekend, Saturday. Have a great rest of your week. Be safe and all that. And you know what I'm saying, don't ever forget, remember what I always tell you.
Be water, my friend.